Hey guys, so I just wanted to do an end video for the urgent kitten call. That was a rough weekend. We had a really rough weekend. I had a colleague, which is actually my kitten apprentice, Destiny Meadows. Hey girl. I'm teaching her how to do neonatal rescue, which is awesome because we need more, and she's really good at it, like super good. She's been a great student, really. She's been great at it. She had a friend call her Friday night. I think it was Friday night. Just desperate. She was in the process of moving and was looking for boxes. And she went somewhere and I guess was looking either in or around the dumpsters and somehow found two newborn kittens. And when I say newborn, you'll see in the pictures. I'm going to make this the intro and we'll do the pictures towards the end. These babies still had their umbilical cord and their placenta attached. Warning now, there are some graphic, not terribly graphic, but there is a little bit of graphic that's sensitive. Just because you can see those things. But she found two newborn kittens with these things still attached in a dumpster. There is no way that a mother cat had those babies in a dumpster. That didn't happen. That means that there was some sorry human out there that literally grabbed those kittens from the moment of birth away from their mother and then threw them in a dumpster like yesterday's garbage. I don't know who you are, but I promise you God does. Karma's a bitch. I'm going to leave it at that. Otherwise, I will get on my soapbox and everybody's going to get pissed, and I'm sure YouTube will probably flag my video. In any event, she was desperate. They called a couple of people. They finally got a hold of Destiny. Destiny knew, and as a rescuer, this part is really super important. She knew at her level that was beyond her capability, and she was smart enough to ask for help. You need to know that. Know when you are overwhelmed. Know when you are getting in way further than you need to, because little lives are in the balance. It's just kind of how it is. Destiny wanted to do it, but she knew she wasn't ready, so she called me. I already have 6 kittens. Yeah, like I'm full, but at that point, no is not an option. I have friends tell me all the time, you know, it's really easy, just say no. The problem is when I say no, kittens die. So it's very hard to say no. They were in desperate, desperate need. So she brings, the long story short, she brings the kittens to me. And we had a little black one and we had a little tuxedo. Again, you'll see those here in just a few. The black one was of normal size. She was about 98 grams, which is about normal birth size. The tuxedo was 66 grams. That's a small neonate. He looked like a neonate, even though I know he wasn't one, or I'm sorry, a preemie. And I know he wasn't a preemie because I had his litter mate next to him, and she was not a preemie. You know, there wasn't very much fur on his paws, around his mouth and around his ears, but he was only 66 grams, and I was very, 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 very concerned. So the very first thing that I did was get my kitten guru, Maddie Crete. Hey girl, I went ahead and got a hold of her and said, hey, look, this is what I've got. I may need you on standby. I was very concerned. We fed the babies, you know, they were fairly warm. I ended up having to clip off the umbilical cord and the placenta, and it was very hard, kind of like, it's almost like a toenail. It was that hard. You know, which kind of tells us now in hindsight that those kittens were probably in there a minimum of 24 hours, at least. Things were not great. You know, the black one was doing really, really, really good. You'll see in the videos where, you know, where I was feeding them, and I was feeding them in the container because we were trying to keep them extra warm. So I really didn't want to have to move them, you know, move them in and out. It takes a village when we do, especially a neonatal rescue. It's a completely different animal, right? Like it's not a hard thing to do, but when you get sick neonates, this is a different game. It just is. Maddie is the best in our area, and she is absolutely the first person that I go to when I'm really not sure what to do. We lost the girl very quickly. Kind of didn't see it coming. I kept the boy for a few hours later because Maddie was out of town, and when she got back in town, I said, "Look, I think it's time for you to take them because he needed to be tube fed, and I will not tube feed a kitten that small. I feel that that's above my capabilities. I've only tube fed a couple of times, and it's nerve wracking as it is. And for one that was 66 grams, again, I knew that this was outside of my scope." And that it was something I was not able to do. So Maddie, being the wonderful human being that she is, we meet up at about 10 o'clock at night down in Chattanooga, and I hand off the baby, right? And she takes him home and she does fluids and she tube feeds him and she does everything right. And we ended up losing him in the wee hours of the morning Sunday. I'm glad that I sent him there because I would have constantly second guessed myself had I not done it because I was not willing to tube feed. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. I had to actually go do some dental stuff. I completely forgot where I was. Totally I forgot where I was. Anyway. Like I said, I would have completely second guessed myself had I not sent him to Maddie because I just was not able to tube feed and would not have tube fed. There's a little bit in comfort, at least in knowing that we did everything humanly possible that we could have done to save these kittens. Sometimes it just doesn't matter. We both agree, Maddie and I, that the damage was probably already done. And there was really just no way for us to undo it. Doesn't mean we don't try. Literally, Maddie created a group that was called the Kitten Fight Club. And the first rule of Kitten Fight Club is we always talk about kittens. That's on Facebook, so go look it up. But it's a great group, and it's a wonderful support group for rescuers because unfortunately this is the ugly side of it. Maddie lost another one this morning as well, and a few of her kittens are now taking a turn for the worst. We just never know. We absolutely never know. But we try until we can't try anymore. That is just the way it is. We never give up. They don't give up, we don't give up. So please, spay and neuter your pets. Like, I can't say it enough. We don't get strays that have babies if you spay and neuter your pets. It's important. We got a lot of babies out there. That is 27 kittens so far this year for anybody out there that's counting that I've had. 27. That's less than last year. Last year we had 39. I am hoping that we are starting to roll down the end of kitten season, although it is still quite hot here in the south. So as long as the weather stays up, the temperatures stay up, we can get kittens. You guys know how that goes. So I'm hoping we're winding down and maybe I only have one more set of kittens, if any, before the end of the season. So I'm going to let the video roll now so that you can actually see the beautiful little babies, and they were gorgeous. They were loved, they were warm, they were clean, and they had full bellies. That's all we can ask. Till I see you next time, stay safe, stay clean, have a perfect day. Okay, so I bet you guys are wondering why I'm sitting in my kitchen floor. Well, I'm sitting in my kitchen floor because I'm trying to cook dinner, not very successfully. And I just had 2 kittens that are maybe about 12 hours dropped off to me that were found in a dumpster. And I say in a dumpster, I mean in a dumpster. Someone was moving and was looking for boxes in a dumpster and found 2 kittens. Umbilical cords and dried up placenta still on them. One of them is only 66 grams. I'm concerned, so I have my kitten goddess on backup for me because I'm probably going to need her for the tiny one. The other one is about 98 grams. The black one, which is the big one, is a girl. The little tiny one is a boy. We're not latching well. I'm trying to cook dinner. Nothing is going well for me right now. So this is going to be a really super long night. And you guys might end up seeing a whole bunch of posts. Just saying. Send some prayers. We got 2 itty bitty. Hey, good morning. Ooh, that's really super close. Just a real quick update. It is the next morning. Both kittens have survived. I'm very happy. I was really concerned about the little boy. The girl is about 98 grams. The little boy came in at 66, which is super tiny. That's like preemie size. So that's always super concerning. You can hear Murder Pants in the background. He's already been fed. Don't let him fool you. I'm gonna see if I can make this work to where I'm literally having to feed them inside the carrier. Look, you do what you gotta do to get them fed, really. So I'm gonna see if I can actually get the camera angle correct so you guys can get a look at these itty bitties and just kind of, I'll give you reference on how tiny they actually are. So hang tight for just 1 second. Let me get this rolling. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. Lord have mercy. Y'all ready? Can you see how tiny? Look, this is the little one. He doesn't have a name yet. He's super, super, super little. Okay, let's feed him. He's noisy. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Let's see what we can do. All right, big boy. I know. Come here. Come here. Yes. It's okay, baby. Yeah, you want to eat for me? Okay, come on. You want to go potty first? Okay, we'll potty first. Let's do a little potty. I know, he's just tiny. Look at those little squish beans. Okay, we did potty. All right. Come on now, big boy. Yes. Come on. I know. We just got to get him started. He's very fussy. Come on. Come on, big boy. Come on. Yes, I know. I messed around and waited too long and that got cold. All right, just a minute. Come on, big boy. Yes. Come on. I know. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys can see this. All right, baby. Yes. Oh. Hang on, kiddo. Let me make sure that's not. Okay. Really? Okay. Okay. Really? All right, hang on. Let me rewarm this. All right, let's try that again. All right, kiddo. Yes. I know. Come on. This one's good and more. Oh. Yeah. Come on. Quit complaining, little boy. You need to quit complaining. Come on. I know. It's gonna get cold. Come on. Yes. Okay. He is done. He didn't quite get a CC, but he had a really big meal the last time. He had a CC and a half. So we're gonna put him back in, and he precious. Alright, let's put you back in. Alright, let's get the little girl. She's a little more normal sized. This is our little girl. She's a little parlor panther. She was 98 grams when we got her yesterday. You can definitely see the difference. Look at how beautiful. Love it. Okay, let's feed her. Well, we'll make her go potty first. Yes, go potty first. Yes. I know. She's just going to gripe and complain. She actually had a poop last night, so that was a good thing. Okay. All right, Mom, here we go. Here we go. There you go. Come on. Let's make sure that's warm. This milk gets cold so fast. Here, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Here. Come on. Come on, Mom. Here you go. Very slow years. Can you hear Murder Pants back there? Watch out, bud. No. Okay, get down, Dean. Get down, Dean. These are too young for you. Oh, say hello to YouTube. Say hi. Get down. Quit loving the camera. Alright. They're a little off schedule. We'll try them again at 10. You can see hello. She's got a little bit of a milk mustache. Precious baby. Alright, let's get her in there.
Good and warm. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to go give Murder Pants a snack because he's screaming.